Hey Taurus, welcome into your video. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. First week of August, Spirit, what say you? Four of Cups. You guys aren't happy about something. The Hangman, and now you're stuck. The Hermit. Two camps, because I just saw like this, an image in my mind where I saw like a U-turn. Some of you could be U-turning back to somebody that was an ex. They still want you. That's wonderful, but it's still unrequited love for you. And it's getting you stuck there with the Hangman. Four of Cups and the Hangman. All right. Now, others of you, and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck is telling me that you're taking a, time out to think about this. Others of you, this is person number 3 that has come along and you're not emotionally available for them, so you're not even looking at them, thus the Page of Cups. And you're also stuck because you don't know what to do, because you don't know if door number 2 person is going to walk through the door. So you're going into Hermit mode very soon. To make a wise choice in regards to this. Let's see what's going on. What else is coming in towards Taurus, please? Okay. The Magician and the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. So you're afraid to take a risk and leave, because you're afraid that if you leave and you move forward with someone else, that you'll miss out. Meanwhile, you're trying to manifest something here with somebody. 10 of Pentacles, marriage or commitments at the bottom of the deck. I think you want to go back and talk to somebody and have an honest conversation. There's also somebody here that some of you guys were planning a marriage or a commitment. You're still trying to manifest that with Magician. There it is. Two of Wands in reverse. You're afraid to leave, so you're not taking a risk. Some of you aren't leaving a marriage or commitment because, like I said, no risk. Others of you have, but you're not ready to leave person behind from door number 2. What is the surprise of the week? Five of Wands. Blocks, obstacles, issues. You're just like in this like mess of something here with somebody. You're trying to find your stability. You're pushing back here on a person. You're like, oh, stop, please. So you're arguing back perhaps with someone, but this is telling me it's somebody who's like competing with you or pushing your buttons. And you're like, excuse me, I'm Queen of Pentacles. I'm the nurturer. I take care of things. I do this. I do that. I'm the one that's stable and structured. But what's interesting is I think that the other person is the person that you're into will also argue back with you, which in a weird way makes you happy because it makes you feel like, oh, they care enough about me to argue with me. I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of the vibe I got. What is the advice, please, for Taurus? I mean, you're not wrong if that's what you're thinking. It is true. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and argue with someone I don't give a shit about. Be like, what? I don't even know who you are. If I don't care about you, I'm not going to argue with you. If I do, I might say a thing or two. Temperance, Death, Six of Cups. Something that had ended has to die anyway, because it was poisonous. The way it came about, the way it was going, it needs to die. It needs to come back and not be poison anymore. You have to close the door on it. You have to temper yourself and control yourself and find some balance here, Taurus. You got to run in and say what you got to say. Be like, listen to me. This ended. I have to let it end. Somebody's got to come back correct, or not at all. You got to temper yourself so you can find yourself in your true north. Death. Six of Cups, putting things in your past. All right, let's see what else is going on here. What is the outcome of the week here for my Taurus clan, please? Doing this backwards. But who are you? Eight of Wands, we'll take it. You're struggling, though, to go back and forth here with somebody. Like the communication, it's like it gets choppy. It's like you start to go back and forth, and then it just like stops. It's like choppy. Like this needs to come in and action needs to be taken. The action is choppy. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, you're having a tower moment, right? And this person is somebody who, I'm going to say they're lazy, but that's not the word I truly mean. In a way, I want to say all relationships require work. All relationships require time. I get when you first meet people, it's easy breezy and you're getting to know each other. But then when we have the difficult things, it's about meshing two lives together. That actually requires work and effort, right? It's not always going to be super easy and simple. The reason I'm telling you this is because there's somebody here where you're having a tower moment, all right? And the Eight of Wands in cross, struggling to go back and forth with each other. It's like one of the two of you is trying to talk, is trying to work things out, is trying to take action, and the other person is not. All right? You're having a tower moment, or you will have a tower moment. And at the bottom of the deck, it's like Six of Swords, mentally disengaging and leaving. You know what? I'm not going to deal with this. I don't need this to destroy my inner peace, so I'm going to bounce. I don't know why I feel like whoever you're dealing with isn't putting in the effort, right? To fix, to work, to see. Unless it's so far gone, because right now having tower is so far gone. Like, and I don't feel like it's your first one either, Taurus. It's like another one that's coming. And this is why somebody is like, and I probably sensed it when I saw the Five of Wands, the tug of war going on over there. Why? Well, tell me a little bit more why they're doing this to Taurus. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're done juggling two things. They don't want to do that anymore. So, and this is also why they stopped talking to you too. They're optimistic and hopeful that you're going to work things out. But they're done juggling two things. You know what that means. Let's start clarifying. Four of Cups and the Hangman. So that's why I feel like lazy is not the right word. I feel like they're not compromising. Maybe that's the right word. And I feel like every relationship requires work. But there also needs to be plans behind the promise too. Four of Cups and the Hangman. The Magician, trying to manifest something here, even though there's unrequited love, you feeling stuck and trapped. I think you're just working on yourself, you know, your job, your craft, your hobby. You're like, I don't want to think about this right now. I don't want to deal with it. I'm getting that kind of vibe from you, Taurus. I think because you're thinking so much about it. Others of you, you are trying to put effort. You're manifesting actual effort towards this thing, but you feel super stuck, like your hands are tied. Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups. Interesting. You're definitely in love here with somebody that you're trying to manifest this with. And you're afraid to leave them behind. You're not willing to take the risk. But you are also guarded. And you are also protective right here with the Nine of Wands. But I can see that you're emotionally mature and available. in the way that I think, because you are definitely getting on your horse and you're rolling in and saying, we need to see each other. We need to talk. We need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. All right, well, let's see what the Five of Wands is talking about. Yeah, something's turning into a burden here for you, and it's very overwhelming. Something is breaking your heart, though. Five of Wands. Four of Cups. You're fighting here with an ex, but you're also stalking. And there's somebody here that you're also talking to with unrequited love. You're also debating if you should leave and invest elsewhere. There's a lot going on. So the Five of Wands are just, your life is complicated and you're dealing with it. But you are stalking somebody. You're trying to get more information too on somebody here that you have unrequited love for. Look at this card, guys. Jesus Christ, giving you a cup of love. You're like, no, stop right there. Not for me. I gotta think if I'm gonna leave this poor bastard behind or this beautiful bitch. Just kidding. I need to get you guys out of your comfort zone and wake up a little here, because this is just like I think this is very important for you, Taurus, because your last few years have been a massive, massive struggle. And you are on that bus. You are literally on that struggle bus. All I kept seeing in your readings were 2, 2, 2, 2. And finally, I'm not seeing twos. I'm starting to see actions, right? I'm starting to see you moving forward. And the reason is this, that whoever helped you move forward in your life, for a chunk of you guys, they're not your be-all and end-all. They were your stepping stone. They were the ones getting you out of the mud. Doesn't mean that they're going to be your forever. And now Spirit's trying to come in with the cleanup crew, get rid of everything, bring you in all the new stuff, but I don't think you're emotionally available for anything new, let alone have you moved on into the new for some of you. Some of you are dragging behind. This is why I'm looking at the Ten of Wands. Others of you, you're still stuck on this lover or this person that you decided to move forward with, but now I don't know if they're your forever. Here comes person number 3. No, not for me. No, thank you. No. This is to shake you out of your reverie. You're getting what you deserve. I don't mean bad shit for you, Taurus. I'm saying like it's been an uphill battle for you to get from point A to point B to where you are today. And, you know, you have to commend all the big strides that you've taken up until this point. Think about your life from 2 years ago versus today. Huge difference, leaps and bounds. And I suspect by the end of the year, you'll be well on your way in the right direction. All right, let's see what your advice is talking about with death, Temperance, and the Six of Cups. Six of Wands, nice. Queen of Wands. All right, so Queen of Wands, mistress or mister, third-party person, having an affair or fling, whatever. Yeah, they're going to come back to you. Yeah, they're going to vindicate you. Yes, you're going to have an ego boost. However, if something has ended, that part of your life needs to be fully dead and done and gone. Done and dusted. All right? And if you are to choose this lover or person door number 2 or whatever, you are supposed to upgrade at this point with them or be out. All right? So I do see you perhaps upgrading something here, maybe even having a reconciliation and you moving on. But those of you where you need to temper yourself from something not good, you're supposed to. Who is Death, by the way? You're stressing over this person, whoever they are, whoever you had an ending with. Six of Cups is a person you have desire for. What's Temperance? Taking a leap of faith and putting yourself out there without having anything lined up. Not person in door 1 or 2. You need to really put to bed this whole affair situation. It's got to go in a direction, either stability or not that anymore. Because that person, I don't think, is sitting well with just being, you know, a fling of some kind. What's the Eight of Wands in the Tower? Ten of Pentacles in cross. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So you're getting unstuck from something with this Tower moment. Some of you, it is a spouse or somebody you were committed to. Others of you, you're officially unstuck to move forward with anyone or anything. But in the cross, it's showing me Ten of Pentacles. Because this could also mean for some of you, half of you, it's about a marriage or a commitment. The other half, it's talking about struggling to make something a commitment or a marriage. But you're untethered now. Because I see you being optimistic and hopeful. And you're debating this King of Wands or this person that you're attracted to. Taurus. Your Eight of Wands person is a person that you're having a passionate new beginning with. But now you're retracting your energy to make a decision because there's a lack of you going back and forth with said person. Okay? What are we going to talk about for love in the extended spirit for Taurus? Everything in description box, guys. I think I'm going to be changing the platform very soon for the extended readings, except for membership. That will always stay the same. It's on YouTube. I'm just having too many problems with that platform. I might have to bite the bullet and go to Vimeo. Okay. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Well, hello. And this might be somebody you're about to lose. This is not an old person. This is not somebody you've been dealing with for like a decade. All right, we're going to go over to the extended and see who it is and what's going on. Everybody else, I will see you guys next week.